Nike unintentionally made everything public. Furthermore, no one was expected to see it so quickly. 10 days before Alexandra Eala entered one of the largest professional tennis courts after passing through a tunnel at the Nike World Headquarters in Oregon. Furthermore, the events that took place within those walls did not remain there. It spread all across the world. Millions of eyes instantly focused on pictures that had no intention of igniting the internet in the manner that they did. It wasn't by mistake that there were portraits, messages, a flower, and a statement etched in text that said, "History in full bloom." Or perhaps it was. Every tennis community, every Filipino household, and every sports commentator who watched those Instagram stories go live on February 27, 2026, are all consumed by one question. Because before you do anything else, you must comprehend this. Nike's placement on that tunnel wall honors more than simply a 20-year-old runner. It declares the beginning of a dynasty. And whether or not Nike intended to display it, by the time this film concludes, you will have seen every piece of this puzzle. Keep reading because each chapter delves further into the narrative. When Alexandra Eala was born in Quezon City, Philippines, on May 23, 2005, there were no Filipino women in the top 50 of the professional tennis rankings. Never, ever, ever. There had never been a Filipina competing at the top level of the sport. Not because there was no aptitude, but more because there was never a path. Eala constructed her own. Before anyone even knew her name, Globe Telecom signed her as an ambassador because they saw something special in a youngster who was only 8 years old and barely mature enough to comprehend sponsorship negotiations. She traveled the world, trained non-stop, and took in every experience like a sponge absorbing the Pacific Ocean indefinitely, hungrily, and limitlessly. She rose to the world number 2 combined ITF junior ranking by 2020. By winning the girls division at the US Open in 2022, she broke the record for the entire country and became the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam junior singles championship. The history of Philippine tennis was not just changed by that triumph. It made a loud, unapologetic announcement that something seismic had arrived. Nike had had enough. They dressed her for the court, watched her compete, saw how she handled pressure, and identified a generational brand athlete when one showed up. Year by year, tournament by tournament, milestone by milestone, the partnership became stronger. Then March 2025 arrived. Eala entered the Miami Open as a qualifier that no one had marked on their bracket, armed with a wild card and ranked 140. What came next belongs in a very other discussion. Yelena Ostapenko was defeated by her. She disassembled Madison Keys. She became the first wild card in tennis history to defeat 3 major champions in straight sets at a single WTA event when she defeated 5-time Grand Slam champion Iga Swiatek. The Philippines exploded. ALS calmly returned to the baseline as if she had always been there, and the tennis world stopped breathing. She became the first Filipino woman in history to rank in the WTA Top 100 by March 31, 2025. She jumped 16 spots in a single week to reach her career-high rating of world number 31 on February 23, 2026. Every competition she participated in was followed by crowded stadiums. Everywhere Alexandra Eala came in Oceania or the Middle East, a whole country accompanied her. And Nike observed each and every game. However, this is what no one was ready for: Nike's subsequent actions. Oregon, USA, February 27, 2026. Ally had just landed in the United States, arriving early to get ready for 2 of the most important competitions of her career. The Miami Open will start on March 17th and the Indian Wells Open on March 4th. Both WTA 1000 competitions. These 2 career-defining chances had the potential to propel her into the top 20 for the first time. She took a diversion before a single serve was made and before a single practice session started. Nike's global headquarters are located in Beaverton, Oregon, the campus where legends are preserved, where the architectural legacy of Michael Jordan is evident, where players who have surpassed their sport are immortalized in hallways that are seldom seen by the general population. Eala entered, took pictures, posted them to Instagram stories, and shared them with the media. The next events transpired at digital speed. She posted a number of pictures from the worldwide sportsier company's headquarters, along with a video of herself displaying a photo wall that featured some of her significant life events. However, it was more than just pictures on a wall. Alexandra Eala's photo is now displayed inside the fabled tunnel, the sacred gateway that houses Nike's finest worldwide ambassadors in every sport. In one of the portraits, Eala was seen posing with a broad smile and a peace sign alongside other Nike global ambassadors from other sports, and the text, "History in Full Bloom," was shown along the fabled tunnel. Then the picture that stopped the internet appeared. After storming into the Miami Open last year, Eala mimicked the largest image on display with both hands on her face in shock and tears. Among the most renowned athletes on the planet, that picture, captured in the unadulterated excitement of a wild-card adolescent realizing she had just advanced to a WTA 1000 semifinal, now holds a permanent place. The internet didn't merely respond. It exploded. The pictures spread over all platforms in a matter of hours. Facebook pages, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and more throughout the Philippines. Millions of fans, tennis commentators, sports journalists, and Filipino celebrities started taking screenshots, sharing them, and speculating. Eala was posted by GMA Sports at the Nike headquarters. Alex, a Filipina tennis player. Eala visited Nike's global headquarters in Oregon, USA, where pictures honoring her journey were on exhibit. The pictures were posted by the tennis letter. Threads glowed. One recurring question flooded the comment areas. What does this actually mean? Because no one's portrait is inadvertently hung in that tunnel. At Nike's most coveted address, no one unintentionally gets a personalized greeting. This was not a casual visit. This was planned, intentional, and well thought out. What, then, was Nike actually saying? The following installment will expose every little detail, so keep watching. Let's look at just what greeted Alexandra Eala upon her arrival at Nike World Headquarters. The substance, not the surface. In one photo, she was seen lying on a ping-pong table with an image of the Philippines' national flower, the sagittita. She also used a tiny tennis court with the same flower to showcase her sophisticated Nike Air Rift split-toe sandal. It wasn't ornamentation. This was intentional cultural design. Nike didn't just put the national flower of the Philippines on their products and call it branding. They incorporated Filipino identity into the foundation of Eala's ambassadorship. She became a world-class tennis player and an unbreakable symbol of Philippine pride as a result of this deliberate, persistent, multi-year investment in tying her athletic identity to her cultural heritage. Instead of competing, the two personas enhance one another. Think about the 2025 Wimbledon moment. Nike sent Eala a hair tie shaped like a sagittita, the national flower of the Philippines, for her Wimbledon debut. The present came in a custom-designed box with a loving note that said, "If you plant, you will harvest." Months later, Georgina Camus, a Filipino artist, created an Eala-inspired limited edition jersey for Nike that had the national flower superimposed over the grass courts of the All England Lawn Tennis Club. Oh, you see the pattern? A personalized hairpiece for Wimbledon. An exclusive cultural t-shirt honoring her ancestry. Personalized portraits are preserved at global headquarters. Personalized presence while visiting Oregon. This isn't how ambassadors are often treated. Nike reserves the same amount of money for generational figures, and this is their signature athlete architecture. The 20-year-old was given personalized presents during her visit, such as displays with her own photos that showcased her rising prominence in the global tennis scene. And the extension of the Nike contract. In a rumored $75 million transaction, the clothing giant recently extended its collaboration with Eala. $75 million for a 20-year-old who was ranked 31st in the world at the beginning of what analysts predict will be a 10-year reign at the top of professional tennis. Nike doesn't spend $75 million on athletes they think have potential. They put that much into athletes they consider to be inevitable.